Final practice in Jeddah and Zhou Guanyu found himself in the Tech Pro at turn 8. He went a bit too hot into the bend, the rear kicking out from him, and the Chinese driver was a passenger as the car thudded into the protective barriers, causing huge damage to the kick Sauber and bringing out the red flags.
So mate, I lost the car. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened. Otherwise, I'm okay.
Copy.
The resultant delay with the clock still running messed up a few teams' run plans and led to a congested final 3 minutes. Top of the standings in first practice, current championship leader Max Verstappen had a relatively quiet FP2. This time the Dutchman again looked quick, although, like Charles Leclerc yesterday, he was bothered by foreign objects invading the track.
I hit something in turn 10. I don't know if it's the second plastic bottle or something, but I hit something on my right wheel.
Once again, when it mattered, Max delivered with the fastest lap of the weekend so far, clocking in at 1 minute 28.412. After suffering from illness all week, Carlos Sainz has been forced to withdraw from the rest of the weekend. The Spaniard diagnosed with appendicitis, which will require surgery. His Ferrari will be driven by the reserve and F2 race winner Oliver Bearman. The 28-year-old British driver had put his Prema racing car on pole for the feeder series in Jeddah, but will take no further part in the F2 weekend, concentrating instead on the senior event. He is no stranger to F1 cars, having driven for Haas in a brace of first practices last year in Mexico and Abu Dhabi. P10 in his first practice session for the Scuderia, not a bad result. Bearman's senior teammate Leclerc looked in imperious form on the medium compound, topping the timing tables at the halfway point, and his best turn on the softs bagged him P2 as the flag fell. Sergio Perez was the third fastest, with George Russell and Lando Norris a few thousandths back in P4 and P5 respectively. The Aston Martins weren't far behind, Fernando Alonso again looking swift for P6 and almost a tenth quicker than teammate Lance Stroll. Logan Sargent's front wheel clumped the barriers at turn 22, a similar incident to that of Lance Stroll in free practice yesterday. However, the Williams driver suffered a bit more damage.
Box, front left's go.
5.
Okay. I can't turn right.
So, with qualifying for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix looming, here is how they stood in final practice. Verstappen top from Leclerc, Perez, Russell, Norris, Alonso, Stroll, Piastri, Hamilton, and FP3 debutant Ollie Bearman. Magnussen was P11 and he was ahead of Gasly, Tsunoda, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Albon, Bottas and the unlucky Zhou and Sargent.